understand. Sorry, can you explain more extensively how do you afford for Sendwave? How do you afford not to charge any transfer fees and still function and still do business?
Hi.
Yeah,
Good
that's a
evening.
huge come-on for senders, diba? Especially for OFW. So how do you afford that?
Right. Well, I think the main thing is that Sendwave operates almost exclusively as an app. So there's no, traditional brick and mortar place that they have to maintain or sustain. So that's a really big reason why they can keep the exchange rate really competitive and offer it free. But they
Really
mahirapan.
Okay. No, Italy, ang sinasabi nila, that was one of the first questions I asked. Na parang, this is charity? I mean, isn't this a business, enterprise? What are you doing? But they're heavy on service. They were very active in ODEP. They're very active in advocacies like Save the Children. Pero, hindi sila sumisingil sa remittance fee. But they earn doon sa, may margin sila doon sa exchange rates. So, doon sila nagiging enterprise. How it operates in detail, like how much do they earn exactly, I don't think I can explain. Pero, yun ang model. That's the business model. Because I know where you're coming from. My first question was, libre kayo? Okay, hindi naman. And I appreciated that even in the materials that were sent to me by Sendwave, in my discussion with the Sendwave guys in New York, they were very open about it. No, we earn a little bit. We earn, at saka, siyempre talaga siguro, ito akin na, no? I don't know if Sendwave will approve. Dadaanin mo sa volume. Kasi right now we are servicing from Canada, US, and some parts of Europe. And we are going to 22 countries, including the Philippines. And launched in 2014, naabutan ng COVID, but serving almost 1 million people. Pero yes, right now, and we're hoping to go over 1 million, even 2 million people around the world. Pero ang maganda nito, they've remitted over $10 billion. Tama ba ako?
Sendwave
More or less.
Sendwave
estimates.
Yeah, that we can save OFWs up to $1 billion.
No, but more or less how much money have been transmitted through us? Wala tayong figures. Sorry, yung 10 billion pala, Italia, is savings. Because nga it's an app, it is digital. Ang estimate ng Sendwave is we are able to save the OFWs about $10 billion a year.
1 billion.
1 million in the debt. Exaggeration ako. 1 billion.
Pero malaki pa rin yun, Tito Boy. 1 billion is 1 billion.
How much?
Dollars.
US dollars.
Wow!
1 billion?
Yes.
Laki nun.
Okay, 1 billion.
How does the partnership with GCash work?
Okay. For GCash, no, so we partnered with Sendwave such that anyone in the 22 countries where Sendwave is operating can send money directly to the GCash wallet of their beneficiaries. So kung ako kunyari, nasa Italy ako, gusto ko magpadala ng money sa Pilipinas, I just provide the name and the number of my beneficiary. Tapos, papasok na yung remittance.
GCash number.
Yes, the GCash number. And then the money will be in your GCash wallet in a matter of seconds. Mga 5 to 10 seconds lang.
Parang real time.
Yes. Parang, again, as Tito Boy said earlier, parang nag-text lang sa'yo. Yeah.
Thanks.
Thank you, Tita Lea. Actually, naisip ko nga, pag may emergency trip ka, kailangan mo magpadala sa Pilipinas. Pwede mo rin gamitin yung Sendwave, tapos ipadala mo sa GCash ng padadalahan mo sa Pilipinas. Alright, thank you for that, Ms. Julie. Now we have Sir Bobby Cantina to ask the question.
Magandang gabi po. Okay, just one question. Being a newcomer in the Philippine remittance industry, what differentiates Sendwave from other remittance services?
I think it's our favorite phrase for the night. It's fee-free, really. And I think that's really what sets it apart. Like Tito Boy mentioned earlier, it's fee-free, it's also convenient. As easy as sending a text. Yeah, you can receive a remittance within like minutes, sometimes even quicker. And also, it's very competitive. So because of like what we discussed, we're able to keep that exchange rate as high as it can possibly be, for all of us to benefit really.
Kami, when I was doing my final conversations with the Sendwave executives in New York, on the spot, sinubukan namin. Because I also wanted to get into it. I'm not a techie. Hindi rin ako sanay. Sanay ako dun sa mga traditional methods. On the spot, we tried it. And I think tonight, something's gonna happen. So, you can try it.
Excited kami ha. May excite kami yung something sa akin. Alright, thank you so much, Tito Bobby. And of course, eto na, Mario Dumawa of ABS-CBN. Go, Tito Mario.
I was really and you've talked about the figures now, which is overwhelming.
My figures were wrong.
Let's talk about giving back. Paano nakatulong ng Sendwave sa Pilipinas, sa ating mga Filipino communities here and abroad?
Right, well, I think one of the great examples is really last year when Typhoon Odette happened.
Yes.
Sendwave was able to enable our OFWs to participate in relief operations through sending their donations via Sendwave. So I think with everything we've discussed, right, it really allowed us to maximize that help. So that's one example. Another would be, you know, they're big partners in the Filipino-American communities. Actually, the reason I'm here is because Sendwave is actually met my mom in the States. So she's big in like, I don't know, I guess the communities there, no? So I think that's a very practical example. Heidi?
Okay.
Meron sila mga involvement with Save the Children. But I think, Mario, isa sa mga nire-discover ko, they're like Dan Santos is Filipino-American. Kilala nila yung OFW. Kilala nila yung hirap. Kilala nila yung pinagdadaanan ng mga Pinoy abroad na napakahalaga. Kaya importante na they understand how important every dollar is. To me, yun yung foundation ng service ng Sendwave.
Okay. Salamat, pinilagay mo yung Sendwave. Kaya at heart, no? Thank you.
Salamat.
Alright, our next person from the press to ask their question is Mr. Jason Rodrigo from SMNI. Mr. Jason, are you here? Alright, hello.
Hi. Question I'm curious lang, yung Sendwave, wala ba siyang parang katulad sa GCash na parang may GCash wallet? Kaya kayo nag-partner sa GCash for accessibility. Tama po ba?
So the main users of Sendwave are actually the OFWs. So the people who use it are the people trying to send money from abroad to here in the Philippines. I think it can also be I guess it's kind of like GCash in that there's a wallet, they can link it to their bank, like that. So it really tries to keep things modern and keep things convenient for their users.
Ulitin ko lang itong tanong, with the partnership of between Sendwave and GCash, ano yung aasahan ng ating mga kababayang OFWs?
What kind of our OFWs hope for with a partnership?
Oh, okay. Convenience is the number one factor. I guess I can speak from experience because my mom is the one using Sendwave to send money to me. I used to have to wait for her to send it to like my lola, wait a few days to see my lola, or all of that. But now, I can just be on a call with her, maybe ask for pamasko.
Emergency funds.
Emergency funds.
Shopping.
And then, ang bilis din ng pag-send.
For GCash?
Yes, so we have done several campaigns and promos with Sendwave, no? And we actually have an existing one right now. So meron din mga promo codes na specifically for GCash that they can use. So say like for example, before we did additional top-up of 10 USD that the beneficiaries can receive if they receive remittances from Sendwave. And we have so many planned also for 2023. So I guess you just need to watch out for that.
Okay.
Alright, did that answer your question, Jason? Alright, thank you so much. Next up, we do have Kate at the Heart from Random Republica.
Hi, good evening. What was your signal that it's time to enter the Philippine market? Was there a particular demand or you just saw the potential?
So Sendwave has been around since 2014, but it officially entered the Philippine market in September 2021. So to paint the picture, we're like right in the middle of the pandemic. And I guess in our collective experience, we saw that there was really a need to push things digital. And that included, of course, remittance. So Sendwave kind of wanted to bridge that gap between our OFWs and here without having to deal with face-to-face things in the midst of the pandemic. Actually, Dan, our growth manager,
Via Zoom, I believe.
via Zoom,
Yeah, he is
via
via Zoom.
Zoom. Yeah, he was like, make sure to tell them this. So he said, that the pandemic revealed a need to shift towards more digital options for sending money. And basically he said that they wanted to help address that need for the Filipino community to provide for their families with a more affordable way.
What's the name of that?
Santos.
Thank you.
Yes.
Samples.
Thank you so much, Kate. Now we do have Alan Santon, Stars Bato.
Hi, good evening. Congratulations, Tito Boy, Sendwave, and Gcash. Yung tanong ko lang po, I'm just curious about the penguin at the back. What are the origins of the Sendwave penguin? Bakit siya po yung naging logo?
Ano, wala lang.
Cute siya.
Actually, the founders of Sendwave, I guess they just had an affinity for penguins. Or gusto lang talaga nila. But I think it speaks to the brand in, sense na that bayanihan thing that you see in penguins, I think was what the 16 mean. That,
They love
you know,
families.
they're very family, they help each other, parang some
They're always
penguins.
together, di ba? Yung
Yeah,
halo
they're
together.
always together and then they have roles, like there are the penguins that go look for food while the other penguins that take care of the people at home. So I guess that's what they want to play into that community
Pero
aspect.
I'll give you a trivia. I was talking to MJ about this earlier. Ang nagtatrabaho sa penguin, yung nanay, nag-aalaga sa mga anak ang tatay. Tapos, correct me if I'm wrong ha, they're monogamous. Like Filipinos.
May tatawa ako.
No, I'm serious about it.
Yes.
They're monogamous.
Buti po hindi pa gumabagay. Mabilis yung penguin.
Oo. Bumabalik on time.
Oo. Yung second question ko po, kasi parang we're just curious. Parang yung palang magda-download is yung mga taga-abroad. Kasi yung mga data hindi. Kasi parang nag-try ako kanina, walang Philippines. Parang US talaga.
Papunta dito.
Oo, papunta rito yung mangyayari. So paano yun? Dalawang application yung i-download nila. The Gcash and the Sendwave. And paano po yung interconnection ng dalawa? Parang meron bang, sa Gcash po, paano po kayo yung Sendwave?
Okay. So yung Sendwave po, ina-download siya ng nasa abroad. And then Gcash naman is for the beneficiary here. So kung may Gcash ka, you can tell your family abroad na I have Gcash already. Dito mo na lang ipadala sa Gcash ko yung ipadala mo from Sendwave para mas mabilis. Tapos, fee-free pa.
Ora mismo.
Paano po yun? Di wala rin, libre rin ng Gcash?
Yes. Wala pong bayad to receive your remittances in Gcash.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's good.
It's also fee-free.
So congratulations. Thank you.
Tsaka sakto, remittance season na, di ba? Talagang inaabangan natin ang love, send money with love, di ba? Ang Sendwave natin. So exciting yun talaga. And now we do have